Hey, Alan here, and this is an unusual post for me. This has been the better part of 7 or 8 months in preparation to actually release this post, and I've promised it in several prior posts or articles that I put out. It's a review of the HiBoost RV cell signal system that, for me, became a lifesaver this past winter when I stayed in Boulder, Wyoming. I'm coming to you now from Vernal, Utah. It's a chilly day. It's actually in the 40s in the middle of the afternoon, and this is an area that's already seen 75, 78 degrees thereabouts. So as much as we were above normal 2 weeks ago, we're below normal right now. I guess that's the way nature works. And I did get a phone call from a friend in McCall, Idaho this morning. I'm recording this little vignette on the morning of April 9. Is it April 9? It's April 10. And he told me there was 6 inches of fresh snow on his doorstep, and it was snowing hard. So I don't think that's going to happen here in Vernal, but I told him, I said, that's why I'm here, because it's more like spring here, and you're not in that in-between season. Anyway, getting back on focus. This is about the HiBoost cell signal system, cell signal boost system that they offer. And I bought it back. I guess the order was actually placed in September of 21. I started playing around with it in October of 21. And I've spent a lot of time with their tech support people, and they're very available. They're very accessible, and they're very understandable. So I have nothing but good things to say about the HiBoost. The post is going to be at rvcrossamerica.net/HiBoost, HiBoost. And there's another intro video clip coming up, which I recorded back in October, and I'm leaving it in here because it's just such a beautiful spot. I was in Lava Hot Springs. I've got other posts from Lava Hot Springs. I've got other posts from Pinedale. And those of you who are following my posts know that I'm in Vernal, because I already had one post from Vernal just a few days ago, and I'm hoping to get another one out in the next near future. But this HiBoost post is important, because this could be the difference between you being able to camp in a fairly remote area and not being able to camp in a remote area if you're like me. And that is, if you are essentially a road warrior. You need your internet access. You need your cell phone to work. And I detail all this in my post. What follows in the video is a detailing of the HiBoost system, and then some results of how it actually functions, showing the benefit that I received from it in Boulder. And then in the post itself, there's no real duplication in the post. The post has other images showing other tools that I used, and you can too, to once you get any kind of cell signal boost system, but particularly the HiBoost, you can then go ahead and test out the system and see what it is doing for you. I noticed an increase in data rate transfer speed. I noticed an improvement in my ability to make phone calls and have those phone calls actually stick with me instead of dropping out. I noticed an ability when the phone was right next to the indoor antenna, and that'll mean something to you in a minute, that I was able to put the phone on speakerphone or use my earbuds and walk around either inside or outside the camper, because Bluetooth is good for about 35, 40 feet, maybe even a little longer, and be able to maintain a conversation. It's the difference between having a functional phone when you're in a marginal area with as little as a 1-bar signal and having a non-functional phone. And that's literally what I was able to test, because that's literally what I was experiencing. And that is what the HiBoost cell signal booster system for RVs does. So without any further delay, let me go into the second intro video, which I promise you is probably a little more brief. And then I'm going to get into showing you the system and showing you the results. But make sure you go to the post, rvcrossamerica.net/HiBoost, HiBoost, and you're going to see some additional supporting data there, along with a little more of the backstory and a little more information. Anyway, moving right along, here we go to intro video number 2. Hey there, Alan here, and It's an absolutely spectacular day in Lava Hot Springs. I love the site that I've been at now for a couple of weeks. I've got the stream behind me. I've got just beautiful surroundings. I'm moving on very soon to the Pinedale area of Wyoming. And when I get there, I'm going to need a tool that I recently purchased. That tool is a cell phone signal booster. And the company that I elected to get that signal booster from is a company called HiBoost, HiBoost. So my purpose in this video, and this video, by the way, is going to be at rvacrossamerica.net/HiBoost, HiBoost. The purpose of my video is to show you what their system is, show you why I need it, and show you how it works and how to optimize it. Does that all kind of make sense? So we're going to see some video from the outside where the outdoor antenna is. We'll see some video from the inside showing you what the other components are of the system. And then I'm going to show you in my video some of the aspects of how I am determining whether or not this thing is effective, and how effective it is, and how to learn more about what's going on with the cell towers around you so that you can optimize the signal to your advantage, to your greatest advantage. So, Alan here from RVacrossamerica.net. The post again is going to be at rvacrossamerica.net/HiBoost, HiBoost. Stay tuned. You're about to see a lot more about this system, and I'll tell you right now, I'm impressed with it. But I want to back it up with what it is, how it's built, and how it performs. Thank you. Stay tuned. You're looking at the back of my fifth wheel, and at the top, by the ladder, is the outdoor antenna for the HiBoost cell signal boosting system. It's the only piece of the cell signal boosting system that goes outside, and I'm going to walk around and show you how I've got it mounted. It's mounted to the antenna, to the ladder itself, and bolted on there. And it was a relatively easy thing to do, actually a very easy thing to do. I'm not a real mechanical guy. I didn't want to place the antenna anywhere else in terms of drilling holes in the roof, and frankly, because I'm traveling, there's no way to know for sure where the nearest cell tower is going to be and aiming it towards that cell tower. Now, if you're in a camper and you're stationary for a prolonged period of time, you may think about playing with the positioning of the outside or the outdoor antenna up on the roof, because that could affect the performance of the overall system. From here, and the performance of the system, by the way, is great. I've been to 3 or 4 different locations. I've left the antenna exactly where it is, and everything seems to work just fine. Now, on the side of the camper, you can see the sun's not in a great spot right now, but the cable comes down, and I've used command strips to hold it in place alongside of the fifth wheel. It's going in through a no-frame window, frameless window, which allows me to close the window most of the way, and on the inside there's the screen where I've got a little bit of tape just to make sure that no bugs can get in on the outside chance that one weasels its way in there. But the cable they give you is about 30 feet long, and the system is very easy to set up. We're going to go inside. We're going to take a look at how the indoor setup is done. Again, you could play around with different locations, but for me, being a traveler, and I don't spend excessive amounts of time in any one place, it seemed just fine to hook it up to the ladder and bolt it on, and so it stays. So this is where the outdoor antenna cable stretches inside. I'm going through a window, through a little notch in the window. I didn't have to modify anything, didn't want to modify anything, didn't want to cut any holes in the camper. And the cable draws through and around the bend. This is my slide out, and I'm snaking it up along the back of my desk area. Welcome to my office area. along with Breakfast Nook. Now, the cable heads over to the booster. And there's the booster. We're going to walk over to it. Here's the HiBoost booster. Here's the HiBoost booster. And you can see it's got two lights that are continuously on and a third that's flashing. And that's the white cable heading in. There are two black cables heading out. It's kind of hard to see in this spaghetti of cords, but one black cable is for power, and power can be done by either a 12 volt or a 110 volt source. So if you're out dry camping, you can easily connect up to your 12 volt and not require 110. And the other cable goes out to the indoor antenna, which you can see I have snaking a black cable across the desk and over by my roll of toilet paper. I'll get that out of the way. It's cheaper than tissues. I have this setup. My phone goes here, right next to the antenna, and you'll see in a minute the performance. And the other device is a Moxie. It's a AT&T MiFi type device. So what you're seeing here is the importance, or you will see the importance of proximity of the phone to the antenna. All right, that's important, and I can demonstrate for you the importance of that. But they do need to be next to each other. So from the signal booster over here, from the booster, you actually are running to the indoor antenna, and the indoor antenna has to be on a different plane from the outdoor antenna. The outdoor antenna is of course outside and probably a good 6 feet higher than where this device sits right now. All right, I'll have more for you as we continue. Here's the indoor antenna right next to my Verizon phone, and to the right of it is a Moxie Cricket device that allows for AT&T Wi-Fi. As I zoom in, you can see there's almost no signal. There's maybe one bar, and we're on a website called highspeedinternet.com. That's where you can do an internet speed test. So I'm going to go here and get the phone back on, and we're going to start the speed test. Now right now we do not have the booster connected. So it looks like it's settled in on 5.17 megabytes per second. In a moment it's giving us now an upload speed of 152 kilobytes. That's kind of reminiscent of 20 years ago. So 5.17 and 152. We're going to run this again. We're going to hit restart. And it looks like the service is less than 1 megabyte. It's 946 kilobytes, which is unbelievably slow. And the upload speed is about 110 kilobytes. Again, unbelievably slow. Now what we're going to do is, again, remember, there's almost no signal, which has its own series of problems with respect to the phone functioning. We're going to go over and plug in the booster. Now this was the original result with the device off. You can now see we're on the same website, but look at the bars. Look at how the bars have improved. And again, there's the indoor antenna right there. So we've gone from 1 to what looks like 4, and now I'm going to hit restart.
I'm going to hit restart like I mean it. And here we go. Look at that. What a difference. So it's settled in at over 12 megabytes. That's at least 4 times faster or 3 times faster than our best result before. And we'll see what the upload speed is. It's over a megabyte. So that's about 7 times faster or 10 times faster than before. We're going to do it again for confirmation. Here we go. So we're at almost 9 megabytes per second. And our upload speed coming up about 500 kilobytes per second, which is still 4 times better than we were getting without the booster. So it works. It definitely works. And again, you're seeing the signal here make a big difference in the performance of the phone, which makes a big difference in the ability to call and have conversations with people.
So that's it. That's the HiBoost cell signal RV booster system. And as you can see, I'm pretty happy with it. When I'm in marginal areas, and it doesn't include Vernal where I am right now, it is a lifesaver. And I would love to hear more from you if you have a cell signal booster system, whether it's HiBoost or WeBoost or whatever you're using. And I'd love to know how it's working for you. I know for me, I feel more confident going into really marginal signal areas and knowing that I can camp there for potentially an extended period of time and still maintain connectivity, which again to me is vital. I run a business online. Many of you know I run a concierge RV buying and selling service. And you know, I do a lot of streaming online. I upload videos, I download videos, this and that. So, and of course, I'm always on the phone. So I need that connectivity. And that's what the HiBoost cell signal system, RV cell signal system is doing. Anyway, Alan here, RVcrossamerica.net. Again, the post is at rvacrossamerica.net/HiBoost. And again, if you're just seeing the video, you owe it to yourself to go see the post, because there is more there. There is definitely much more there for you to take a look at and get information on to learn more about the system. And I do offer some thoughts on WeBoost too. So with that thought in mind, please, if you're seeing this on YouTube, give it a like, give it a subscribe, whatever, and then go over to my post, and you'll notice that I also at the end have an opportunity for comments to be left and also to subscribe to my newsletter, which means you will hear about my latest post when it comes up. And I'm kind of trying to do them weekly now. I can't stick to an exact schedule because, to be honest with you, I love going out on my bike, my trike. I love going out kayaking. I'm inside today because it's just too chilly. I know I'm turning into a lightweight. A couple of weeks ago, 45 degrees would have been cause for running around in shorts outside, and now I feel like bundling up. But that's how quickly our bodies change as the weather is beginning to warm. Anyway, Alan here, RVcrossamerica.net. You have a great day, morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're seeing this, and definitely hit my post, and I'd love to hear back from you. Thank you.